العراق ما ورد في تقرير الوكالة الدولية للطاقة الذرية لعام 2023.
The report of the International Atomic Energy Agency 2023, and you express our appreciation to the...
Sometimes a speaker is going really fast, and they're going so fast that you have a hard time understanding what they're saying, not to mention process it. You know, you start out fresh on Monday, and by the time Thursday rolls in, you're thinking, can I still do this? How many cups of coffee do I need to get through this meeting?
Mr. President, the nuclear war should never be fought as it can never be won.
Las armas nucleares, porque una guerra nuclear nunca debe librarse.
Dans le cadre du régime actuel de non-prolifération nucléaire, nous soutenons...
Никогда не должны вновь испытываться. Господин председатель.
We have 6 language sections at the Interpretation Service, each for one of the UN official languages.
The catastrophic consequences of nuclear warfare should never be experienced again. In this regard, Zimbabwe applauds the idea.
I think that an important part of diplomacy is communication, and where the role of UN interpreters come in there is we facilitate it. At UN headquarters here, we're definitely over 120 interpreters. So you see they're all up on the right with the Arabic instead of on the left with the European languages. As an interpreter, you have to remain informed. Sometimes when countries' positions change, their language changes. And you have to be aware of the nuances of the language. Do they say Israel or do they say the Zionist entity? You have to be careful. Do they say East Jerusalem or Al-Quds? All of these are not just linguistic expressions, they are a reflection of a policy, of a position. During my career, I've had the privilege of interpreting testimonies by people who I think are witnesses to history.
We will not leave. We will not leave. We will not leave.
The most recent example was the speech by the Palestinian president at the General Assembly.
Palestine is our homeland. It is the land of our fathers, our grandfathers. It will remain ours.
I thought it was powerful, it was historically important. Interpretation is about the message. It's about relaying the message. It may not mean using the same exact words, but it means relaying the person's register, the person's feeling.
What have you guys been doing?
I was in that meeting last week. I've cried when the speaker was crying. You know, if the speaker gets emotional, I have choked up, and I think a lot of us in the past year have choked up interpreting some pretty difficult meetings. It's not unprofessional, it's fine. We're humans relaying one of the most human and humane of messages to the world.